Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Hawaii's offense will come out first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. He lost one down the sideline. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. They boot it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On the run, it's John. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Aggies! Oh, that baby in and strolled into the end zone for the score. This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practiced.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Davis looking to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week's starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
The Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the catch. It's Josh. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Parker. Great move. Now he's got room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
You have got to have pass rushing lean and integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Touchdown, Aggies! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They are up by 7 over Alabama. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Bringing the heat. Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Wants to throw on first down. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Touchdown, Aggie! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here's the handoff. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do it.
In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Hands it off. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Grabbed in the middle. It's John. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. On target to the left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Converts on fourth down, still going. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Pushes for the goal line. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's third down. Trying to power it in. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Fourth down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Looking for blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Here's the pressure. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The Aggies want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. He's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And here's the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Pulls it fired complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Now on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him.
Turning it on! The 30, the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggie!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Returner will field it and try to get it. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They'll send the back in motion. Davis looking to pass.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Curry. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice play. This running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field,
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 35. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 18 over Alabama. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. To the ground with the back.
And that will be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The give on the inside. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Running back searching for a hole. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets and, most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And the Rainbow Warriors look to keep this drive humming. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's McDaniel. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down coming up. The give to the tailback. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Davis will throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time. Breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming.
Reels it in down the left side. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Finds a little space. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's going to take off. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's McLeod.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Gonna take a shot. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Got a little space. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the lone running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. Now on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting... Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Rides the back on the option to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The inside handoff. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.